For those of you who are new to the channel and are wondering exactly what this video is, or if you just clicked on this video and you've never heard of me before, what we do over here is we try and find different methods online of making money. You will find loads of YouTubers out there who will tell you about a certain way to make money, a certain website, anything like that, but they'll just tell you it makes you money. They won't actually show you the process of it. They won't show you if it's real. They won't do any of that. What I do is I literally spend a few days a week looking for them videos on YouTube, look at the websites people suggest, and I go and give them a try. You might see on the channel I've tried out Appen, I've tried out Linebridge, User Test and Prolific. I try out as many sites as I can because I'm probably doing what you're doing right now, and that is looking for how to make money online. And then just to back up the fact that I am actually making money online, every month I will go through how much I made the last month and show you exactly where all the money came from, give you any tips if I can find them, ask for any tips if you can give them, and we just go through this every single month. I did it every single month for last year, I'm going to do it every single month this year as well, and we're just going to go through every single penny. If you want a full detailed guide on this, look down in the description on my website. Everything over there is free. Just give it a look. It'll go into a little bit more detail about all of these different sources of income, and then if you want any more specific information on any of the income sources that are in this video, please do just be sure to go ahead and look on the channel. There is a video for absolutely everything. So let's get started. Now, if you're someone who has watched this channel a lot, don't worry, today I am going to be going into a little bit more detail with some of the things you may already be familiar with, like my student loan. I'm going to explain that a little bit. My love for user testing, I'm going to explain that a bit more as well, just because I feel like it's a fresh new year, we might have a new people watching these. So let's get started. So when it comes to doing this, what I'll do is I'll start with the amount where I made the most amount of money this month, and we'll move our way down the list. You'll see to probably this side of me now, there will be the table. It'll be fully blurred and we'll just unblur it as we go. We start off with this table. That is going to be my full income sources. This is money I can use and spend. And then we'll drop down to the next table down, which is my investments, which is money that will just stay where it is. So let's get into it. Now, I will also show in this table the previous month's amount, just so you can see exactly what we're doing compared to that. Now, I'm not going to lie, month to month comparison wise, we made a lot less this month, and I've got a big reason why, and I'll tell you that as this video goes on. But let's just get straight into it. So at the top of the list, we have student loan. It's pretty much always been at the top of the list, apart from maybe a few months where the referral codes have been dramatic, but that won't happen that much anymore. But right at the top, we have the student loan, who I made £708, as we always do. I don't get that money every month. I get it in 3 separate increments throughout the year. But just to make it nice and simple, I've got the amount I get yearly, I've divided it by 12, and I've put it on every single month column. I'll only be getting it till about March, April this year, and then the whole aim of this channel was so that I could find a way to replace that and get a full-time income by the time I finish university. At the moment, not going too well, but hopefully we'll find ourselves getting up in the profits in the not too distant future. Next down on the list then we have referral codes. That is up at £278 this month and 48 pence. Not a huge amount, especially when you compare it to last month and the few months before that as well. And it is starting to drop down. Next month, because I get them told a month in advance, we're not even at 3 figures, and we won't be at 3 figures. That is just the luck of the draw when it comes to referral codes. You have certain time frames with certain referral programs and certain different amounts and thresholds and everything like that, and I'm just not going to be getting a huge amount every few weeks or months. It's going to massively vary it on a month-to-month basis. Now, I can't tell you specifically where that money's come from, but I can tell you the referral codes that I've run on this channel are Sorare, Profit Accumulator, OddsMonkey, Gousto even now as well. In case you didn't know, link in the description, 65% off your first box and 30% off all your other boxes, and I basically get a free box for every one you do. I think it makes the first box, if you're getting even the most expensive one, it makes it go from about £60 down to about £19, and that's about 2 weeks worth of food, so it's definitely worth giving a look if you haven't before. But in general, the majority of that referral code money is coming from just one of the referrals, and it is starting to die down now because I only get paid on that for the first 30 days after someone's signed up. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to guess which one that is. it's the one I do talk about a lot, and probably the thing I enjoy the most as well. But moving on from referral codes, we then have YouTube, where I made this month £197.13. Now that is a big increase from the month before. I thought my YouTube income was going to be sat at around that 150 mark for the next few months. It looks as though we're probably going to be more 190 to 210, which I'm very grateful for, by the way. In case you are new, like I said before, the money I get from YouTube and referral codes, I put straight back into the channel. I've got literally a separate bank account that goes through all the details, that keeps that money in there, and unless I use it on YouTube, it just sits there. So at the moment, that account is getting some nice little balance going. Hopefully we'll be able to do a nice big spend video on something sooner rather than later, but that is up 197. You can see the totals on the right hand side for 2022. It is just going to be the same as what we get for January anyway, because it's the only month we've had. So with that in mind, I've decided to switch out the 2022 column with the total column, so you can see in total how much we've made all the time, so in case you can't be bothered to go back and look through 2021. But you can see there with YouTube, we're up at £1,071, which is quite mad to say we've only been going for just over a year. Very grateful with that. If you are someone who is debating getting into YouTube, 100% just do it. Even if you don't end up making any money, you might end up making some nice memories to look back on or something like that. Just give it a go. I can't stress that enough. Next one down on the list, we then have user testing. And user testing this month, I made £64.86. I did quite a bit of user testing towards the end of the month, and it is going to start to hopefully be a mainstay in the next few months to come as well. You can see £64 this month, whereas we only made £365 overall. So we've made quite a big chunk of that already this year. And I'm sure most of you already noticed there's been quite a big earning gone on the list already. We'll get into that when it comes round, but I'm looking at user testing to try and replace that. Just at the moment, unfortunately, I've got my dissertation coming up now. So for anyone who's been at university before, they'll know it's quite a big deal. So for the next month or so, I am going to really be focusing on that. So the values on this monthly earnings may be a little bit low. But once uni's out the way, I have a solid 3 months in my uni flat still, where I have very little things to do. And that's when we're really going to see a push on this video and see a push on the different websites we try, the different variations of everything we give a go to, and hopefully we'll see an increase in profit too. But you can see user testing's up there, and 100% if you haven't already before, give user testing a go. Next one down then we have Lionbridge. Now Lionbridge is down from £283 to £42.20, and this is because Lionbridge, I can speak about this now because I'm not under contract. What I used to do as a job for them was rate Facebook Marketplace products. They give me a Facebook Marketplace product, I'd say whether or not I'd buy it. It was that simple. I'd do that for an hour a day, get paid £10 a day every day of the week for the whole month. But since Facebook has drifted over to the metaverse, or to Meta, or whoever owns them now, they don't need humans to do that. They've managed to fit in an automated process that will just do that in general anyway through people's interests. So I'm not needed. I got 0 days warning for it, and we managed to drop down to £42.20, and this month, February so far, we're at 0, because I got an email on the morning saying you're no longer needed, and I haven't done any work with them since. Now don't get me wrong, I am still applying for jobs on Lionbridge. I still think it's a great platform. I still think there is a huge range of jobs on there that I'd enjoy, and I'd recommend you give it a look if you haven't before. But for the time being, it's not bringing in an income. Moving on to the next one down then, which is Appen, which is sat at £14.49. That is purely just still that one source of income that I was doing for pretty much the whole majority of last year, where I'll get around about £14 minimum up to about £25, but I am applying daily for every single project on Appen because I want to try and use Appen to hopefully replace that Lionbridge drop in income as well. But at the moment, no luck. Few exams on it that I've done and passed, but just on the waiting list. There's a few that I've done and failed, partly because of alcohol, but at the moment I'm checking Appen daily I used to check it weekly, but now I check it daily, and I definitely recommend you do as well if you haven't before. Next down though, we have Betfair trading. You can see, based on the fact that we made £13 this month on Betfair trading, and our total amount for over a year's worth of trading is at £28.84. You can see how much more we focused on it this month, and that is because I've started to transition over into some bit more secure strategies I feel a bit more confident with, and we're also not going to be doing as many of them videos where I did like random bets that cost me a fortune. So hopefully the Betfair income is going to be a bit more steady now. Might start to get scaled up in the next few months as well. And obviously if you want to see any videos on that, there is plenty on the channel. One below Betfair Trade, now we have match betting. Only down at £10.68 this month. Again, it's just one that takes up so much time to do during the week. And at the moment I am incredibly busy. But that one again, we will start to see some income. There's a course that I found the other day that looks a bit weird. Apparently he's promising different methods of match betting that aren't daily reload offers and that aren't 2-up, that aren't horse racing. So I am, as a video in hopefully the next few weeks, going to be doing that match betting course and seeing just exactly what he's talking about. So hopefully that might see our match betting increase, earnings go up I should say. We then have horse trading down at the bottom as well, where we got £5.02 this month. That is just from one double or bust trade that went well for us. I'm going to look at doing some more of them, but just want to learn the strategies a bit more before I get into that. And then below that we have Prolific at £1.63. Now Prolific, again, it's down low for January because I anticipated me doing that full 9-to-5 day of Prolific in January. I didn't manage to get round to it. It will be coming soon. So again, hopefully this month coming up, Prolific shoots up and we can see how much you can get doing it 9-to-5. Then got the four at the bottom that don't have anything. Amazon Warehouse, don't work there anymore. Football Index, not a company anymore. Dropshipping, we're going to get back into that. I just need some extra time to be able to do it. And then the website itself, and in fact while I'm on that note, let me just get the website up. So this is the website, just nice and simple. It's got all the videos can be on this side over here. Just every time they go up, they'll come on this first homepage. We've got an about me section if you want to learn a bit more about me. And I'm also going to add a blog soon just for daily updates, or probably not daily, probably like weekly or monthly updates on what's actually going on with me. But you can also see all the videos on this section. There's a free money section over here that I'm going to go into in a bit more detail in the next few weeks on the channel itself. We've got the spreadsheets over here where you can download that money tracker spreadsheet that I used today, and it's completely empty, and just give it a go for yourself. I'm going to be adding all my other spreadsheets into this list as we go. We then also have a get started page, which is going to give you an introduction to everything we do on the channel quite quickly and easily. And if you want a bit more in depth of a get started, you can come over here and look at all the others as well. Now at the moment you'll notice there is no adverts on the website. That is because I'm just waiting for Google AdSense to get approved. I'm not going to spam it with adverts. Probably going to put like a banner up here if I can, and then maybe put like a couple blocks down here. And this sidebar stays throughout all the different videos. So for example, if we come to this Sorare video here, this sidebar is going to be the same. So I'm maybe just going to try and fit in 3 adverts on that hand side there and just keep one big banner at the top as well. And we'll see how that goes. But we do just need Google AdSense to get approved. I don't know what the income is going to be like at all. As long as it pays for the fees for running the website, I'm quite happy. It costs about £47 every year. So as long as it covers that, I'm okay with it. If it gets more than that, bonus. But again, any money that comes from the website fits in the category of business account, which means only spend it on videos unless I'd fancy a little treat. But that is it for this month. £627 incoming. Not a bad little return, but again, too much of that's getting brought in through YouTube and referral codes. We need to find some more methods, because this month we only made £152 online, which just isn't really good enough. I've got a big list of websites I'm going to try out. I'm applying for all the Appen projects, all the Lionbridge projects. I will hopefully see an increase come sooner rather than later, but for now it's not looking ideal. and it is looking as if when I finish university, unless them 3 months where I can just work constantly on here and find different methods online, unless that 3 months goes really well, it's looking like I will be moving into a job after university, a full-time job, and then hopefully I'll be able to keep continuing YouTube anyway. I expect I will be able to, and maybe we'll be able to do full-time job for maybe a year, 2 years, whilst we still keep searching for the method of making money. But then we'll come down to investments. I'm not going to hide them. They were pretty atrocious for January, so I'm just going to show you them very quickly up here. We have Sorare over here, which is at minus £36.98. Now, just to again clarify this for anyone who's new, these aren't additional losses that are happening. These are total amounts. So, for example, I've just adjusted the little graphic there because I've realised I still included February's updated investments so far. But you can see in total on Sorare we're £112 down. And that is the main column you should probably look at for the investment section, the total column. But you can see the update. So in terms of BlockFi this month, we've had 92 pence in dividends, which means we're up at £9.99 for BlockFi. Trading 212 dividends, we're at 13 pence or £9.31. Zaliqua, we don't own anymore. That was at a £8 loss when we sold it. Bitcoin, £38 loss this month, meaning total loss of £94. Total loss of £19 over on Ethereum. Total profit on our 7 random cryptos of £12.24. Total profit on trading 212 of £25.97. And then total loss on Ohm of £587.19. That one isn't looking great. But hopefully, I've done a lot of reading around Ohm at the moment, and it looks like this happens quite often. It is just an incredibly volatile crypto. So hopefully, leave the money in there. We're constantly generating more actual Ohm that we hold whilst we have our value staked on their platform. So hopefully the value just goes back up. At the moment, if the value was the same as when we bought it, we'd have over £2,000 worth of profit. So even if it just climbs back to the point where we bought it, we'd see a huge increase because of the compound interest we've had. So fingers crossed for that one. It might look really good one day. But if not, at least I lost the money so you didn't have to. But that is it for the month of January. Not a huge amount of money. And in fact, when you get rid of the £415 we lost in investments, we only made like 100 and something pounds. But again, at the moment these videos are probably pointless, to be honest, but I still want to do one each month as I've always promised. But it is just going to be the same stuff, just different amounts of the same stuff until I get a little bit more time. My dissertation and all my final uni work products are due in at the end of March or the middle of April. So hopefully towards the middle of April I'll just be completely finished with uni, and then I'll have April, May, June, July and August to be sat in this house that I'm at the moment and to really fully concentrate on making money online. So hopefully them 5 months are going to be some incredible monthly roundup videos of some just weird and wonderful websites, and hopefully the videos I do around that time as well will be a little bit better. But thank you for watching. If you've got any suggestions for websites I should try out or apps I should try or anything like that, please do let me know in the comments and I'll get looking at them. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.